Yeah, Kaos Radio. You know what I'm saying? Zeus, you ready to get up in that thing?
Yeah, you already know, man. What's going out?
100. In the thing, Kaos. My man, Lover J, what's up?
You on the camera? What's up?
Yeah, you already know, man.
What's up with y'all, man?
Getting it in, man. You know what I'm saying, Zeus? Big. Yeah, man. Tune in, man. Kaos. Kaos.org.
You want action?
Kaos 89.3 in the place to be. We working in the studio right here. With I had to play that before you came on. This brother here hails from the dirtiest and the deepest of the South, from Louisiana, man, Baton Rouge, is that right?
Yeah, Baton Rouge, man. Baton Rouge.
Rouge.
Yeah.
Not Rouge. People say Rouge, huh?
Yeah, they say Rouge, you know, because of that French, you know, the French, the language Rouge, the color red, you know, but it's Baton Rouge. That's how you, from Baton Rouge, that's how you pronounce it, Baton Rouge, you know. Rhyme with good, you know what I'm saying, but it's all bad sometimes. A lot of times.
We're in the building, none other than a great businessman in the industry of hip-hop and rap, and hails from, of course, Louisiana, but calls the Puget Sound his home. Manager for J. Martin Sick, executive at Do For Self Records, in the lineage of Black Anger. DJ Sayi, Kendu, and who else was that? E-Real?
E-Real,
he was.
With Mark Matthews. What's up, man?
Man, you
Make
know,
noise for it.
I'm cooling, man. I'm cooling, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here.
He's one of the ones, he signs the paper. You know what I mean? When the contract is out, you see his name, his initials on it. Okay? He's one of the people who make things go. Green lights. Okay? So you just coming off of this show, this tour in Eastern Washington too.
Yeah.
Were you dodging the ice and the snow out there? What was it like?
Man, it was crazy, man. We was about to, I grabbed Zeus from the airport, and we was about to hit, you know, I-90, and they said the pass was like an hour, 2 hour wait, you know, because of the snow, and they had closed it down like 2 times. And so we had to get it there, so we just went the alternative route. We shot down to Portland and hit the back way and did a whole new loop, man. Put like about an hour and a half or 2 on our drive, but, you know, we was going to sit in traffic for that anyway. So, you know, we rather be safe than, you know what I'm saying, beat time, you know.
Man, how you do it? That's a heck of a trek, man. You know, really moving.
Man, we hit it, man. You got to get there, you know.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad y'all made it safe, because I know that is a drive. And how was the show out there in Kennewick?
Man, the show was cool, man. You know what I'm saying? We was at El Tequila's out there in Kennewick, Tri-Cities. You know, my man JB from Perp Gang, he put it together and brought us on out there. And, man, we came in there and, shoot, man, it was live, man. And, you know, J Mar did his thing, and Zeus did his thing. You know, I mean, yeah, it was up, man. It was up.
What's the crowd like out in Tri-Cities, for those who don't know?
The crowd was pretty cool, man. You know, it was, I'm trying to figure out how to explain it.
The ratio of female to men. Female to men. How many people was out there?
The bottom of the state.
Yeah.
Right bordering Oregon.
Right.
In the middle of nothing in Oregon. Was it fun people? Or I know it's a mixed crowd too. You know, different. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know that city.
Yeah, well, you had some that was having fun, and you had some that was kind of stunned.
Yeah. You know, we had some that was, you know, we had a lot of people that was, you know, that was out there having a good time and vibing. And then we had a few people that was, you know, that didn't know how to party. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we still made it do what it do. You know, we know, if you ain't come to party, that's on your body. You know what I'm saying? But we came out here to do our thing, and that's it. You know.
You are always a part of shows. And throwing shows in the middle of the party. We bump into each other. We go down to the do-over in Portland where real party people are.
Yeah.
Give the listeners a taste. How would you define? I got my definition, but this ain't about me. This ain't about Willie Turner, okay? This is about you. How do you define a real party person? when you come to the show, this is somebody, the people you want there. What are they like? What are they like?
Well, I like people that's engaging. When you walk in the building, you need to be there to have a good time, man, and be engaging, and turn up. Especially if you come into a hip hop show, man, you need to be there front row. If I say, put your hands in the air, I need to see hands in the air. I need to feel that energy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying me like I'm the artist, but I know that this is what the artists always, gripe about, is that, people be coming in there looking stupid, you know what I'm saying? Don't want to say ho or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But, if you coming to have a good time and you participating, you definitely gonna, enjoy yourself if you allow yourself to have a good time, so, that's why I like, people to come in and have a good time. I like to see people partying and having a good time. That's it.
Talk about that. You just said the word participate. Why is it important that the crowd be involved?
It's the energy that you give off, like for instance, like Jay Moore, every time he perform, let's say we come into the spot, and people looking crazy and they don't want to participate. They just seeming like they ain't having a good time, or they just there like somebody drugged them out or something, Man, Jay Moore pull up a stool or a chair and just sit on there, and he'll just kind of reciprocate their behavior, you know what I mean? So he give them what they give him, you know what I'm saying? So like, so he'll sit down and then he'll bust and he'll do his thing like that, sitting down. It'll still be dope because you want to sit down and hear me rap? Then okay, I'll sit down and then I'll bust with you, you know what I'm saying? And you'll still, go like that. But if you're going to stand up and rock with me and vibe with me, then I'm going to stand up and I'm going to give you what you wanted, what you came to see, you know what I'm saying? And so he reciprocate behavior, you know what I mean? And a lot, some artists don't do that. Some artists, somebody ain't engaging, they'll still go out there and they, super hyper out there, and the other people just, kind of laid back. That ain't, I feel them. I reciprocate the behavior, but the energy that you give off is important. You know what I'm saying? Because if you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? And love is universal. You know what I'm saying? It could go like that.
It seems like a stupid question to ask, but I'm asking because it's a real issue.
Yeah.
Like especially in our region, I can speak for this. I'm from California, and we believe we are party people.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't have to say I believe it. I know it.
Yeah.
And everybody knows it.
Yeah.
But what do you think is up with whose responsibility is it? Are we not teaching generations how to get in, or what do you think is the issue behind this the lameness at shows?
Well, a lot of people.
To diss the crowd. I think the crowd don't know they could get wild. I don't know. I think that must be it. What do you think?
A lot of people too cool for school, you know what I'm saying? They got too much swag on them or whatever, and this West Coast, so it's really laid back, Right. So a lot of people too cool for school, you know what I'm saying? And then another thing I think is that people sometimes are not familiar with the music, so they don't know what they gonna get when a person come out there and start rocking, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of times, people need to familiarize themselves with the music, and then they know what they getting, when they come to the show, because they know these artists on there, they know they songs and this and that, and and it's our job to get the music to them, but it's also their job, if they're a hip hop head, to find the music and find out what's dope too, as well as the DJs to put it in their face and put it in their ear so that they know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like for instance, like growing up in Louisiana, you know what I'm saying, we'll be at the little club or whatever, and if they got a show coming next week, the DJ makes sure he's spinning that artist, you know what I'm saying, throughout the, to make sure people familiar, so when that artist come through, you know what I'm saying, bam, you know what I'm saying, it's on. And that's what I remember, for me, going out, growing up down south, you know what I'm saying.
Who are the DJs out here who support the artists out here?
Man,
let's name the ones who do, the ones who don't. Ain't no issue.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to one right now, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? DJ Luvva J, I'm talking to one right now, you know what I'm saying? But, I like the DJ Luvva J, let me see, DJ Peg, DJ Sean Malik, DJ Don G, you know what I'm saying? DJ B Mello, you know, Top Spin, Rockefeller, man, you know, I be, you know, I mean, there's a whole bunch of DJs, man, you know, DJ RC, Trackaholic, you know, G Prez, even though, you know, he DJ too. People don't be knowing that. You know what I'm saying? G Prez be DJing too, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's the party bus guy.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, and these are people, these are DJs that if I come through and they partying or whatever, you know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I done heard them spin, you know what I'm saying, guys from the region, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and they show love, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know how often they, you know what I'm saying, spin the record or whatever, but you know, I know they do their thing, man. And when I do an event or whatever, and you know, I work with, you know, different DJs, you know what I'm saying, I try to, you know, say, hey man, you know, you gotta, you know, at least, you know, put some of these guys in the rotation, you know what I'm saying?
Right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, cause and the artist got to get them something that the DJ, you know what I'm saying, like to, you know what I'm saying, that can work into they playlist. Right. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? But man, yeah, I know a lot of DJs, man, you know what I'm saying, that I you know, rock with, man, that you know, rock with us or whatever, you know.
Yeah. We're on the line right now. We got my man in studio live, Mark Matthews, okay? You can find him online. Actually, he's everywhere. You know, you might find him at the Duo from Portland. It's the local club near you.
Find him in your email address.
Already.
So, hit us with one last bit of information, Mark, because what is the number one lesson you think people should consider as they enter this thing called the music industry? What have you learned? What wisdom would you like to impart right now?
I would say, man, you gotta be in it to win it, man. Mm-hmm. And you gotta love every part of the grind. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta love the good and the bad parts of the grind, and you really gotta love the bad parts of it. You know, because if you don't love the bad parts of it, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get burnt out, and it ain't gonna be for you. You're gonna drop out and you ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna reach longevity, and a lot of guys don't reach longevity. You know, people start off with high energy, and then they walk away from this game whoop. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they dream it ain't happen as fast as they wanted it to, or this and that or whatever, you know. So they come in here, high hopes, I'm ready, let's do it. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then when you actually start walking and you know, getting involved and pushing, you know, if you don't love, you know, that part of it first, you know, you gonna get burned out, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get burned out, and then you know, then life gonna happen. You know, you're gonna have to pay bills, you're gonna have to do this, do that, then here you go. Now you got other responsibilities you're gonna have to take care of, and you ain't gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, keep on that straight and narrow path on pushing it and trying to reach your dream, you know. Right. So, you know.
You're legendary for being lively and always being with a smile. What keeps you optimistic with that energy and always a friendly face, even in a hostile environment? You know what I mean? That's a real gift.
Yeah.
Because you can create peace in the situations where it ain't there. So what's your formula to that? Why is that about you, the natural thing?
Man, you know, it's I guess, you know, I try to see the humor in things. I'm not really sure, man. You know, that's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, especially if you don't put me in a position to be any other type of way. You know what I'm saying? You know, like if you greet me with love, I'm gonna show you love. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, most people when they see me, you know, I carry a, you know, I come in peace, so I carry that type of vibe. And so, you know, and when you see me that way and you greet me that way, I reciprocate. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think that's what it is. So you know, a smile gonna come. And you know what? And you know what? I stay. You know, I I stay in the presence of people that I enjoy being around. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like being around you, then I'm not about to be around you. But, you know, everybody that I'm around, you know what I'm saying, I enjoy their presence. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to greet my brother with a smile, you know what I'm saying, because I'm happy to see my brother. I'm happy to see, you know what I'm saying, I'm happy to see my people, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm happy to see my sister. I'm happy to see them. You know what I'm saying? So if I enjoy being around you and I see you, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to see you, and that's how I'm gonna greet you. I'm gonna greet you with that smile. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I guess that's what it really is. You know.
That's dope. I appreciate you sharing that, because that's the type of energy the world could use. You know, when you don't know how people's feeling, what they're going through.
Right.
And a smile could change somebody's whole day.
Yeah,
I appreciate you for that too. We're going to get into a track, because you up in here representing, of course.
Yeah, you know, do for self, you know what I'm saying? Do for self records, man. You know what it is? Yeah.
Real quick, before we get into the track, I want to make sure people know how to get in touch with you. People looking for consulting or management, or just a good word, or just to follow you doing your Superman thing online.
Yeah.
And let people know how they can get at you, and then we'll proceed.
Yeah, everything do for self, man. DU4SELF, do for self, you know. So everything is at do for self. So if you add do for self and you search do for self, you're gonna find me. You know, you can hit me on the email doforselfrecords at gmail.com. Or you can go to my website, sign up to my email list, and you know, we send messages. You send out email blasts to keep you updated with what we got going on, and once you get on that email list, you can always shoot me an email, and you know, I get email straight to my phone. So if it's an important message, and you know what I'm saying, you about what you're talking about, you know, I'm gonna see the message, and you know, and then we go from there, you know.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Man, Mark Matthews of Do For Self Records in the house. Good homeboy. When you see him, throw up the deuce and say what's up to him, man. He's a good dude. Yeah. And we have some music from the flagship artist. Now before Jamar, the original cohesion had to do with three brothers who represented 206 mixtapes.
Yeah.
The Third Eye.
Yeah.
Talk real quick about our brothers from Black Anchor. That would be a sin to not say something about these guys.
Man, you know, they legendary, man. Legendary, man. The Black Anchor group, man. DJ Saeed, Ken Do, you know, E Real, you know, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they was, you know, them dudes was they was the guys, man. You know, when I first got up here in the Northwest, you know, they was doing their thing real heavy, you know. And man, they was selling out shows all throughout this region, man. And you know, they was under K Records, you know what I'm saying? Right here in Olympia. Yeah, they was under K Records, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I was hooping, man. I was playing basketball, you know what I'm saying? I was dropping threes in these cats' face, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I
was wondering when the humility would wear off. I'm playing with you. Go on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was out here balling, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was doing, you know, and he real pulled me in, you know, the group had did a little split kind of, they didn't really split, I don't think. I wouldn't call it that, because, you know, they still tight. But Kendu and Saeed, man, they moved to Virginia, man, Richmond, you know what I'm saying? And he real was up here, you know, he felt like he was solo dolo, and that's, you know, that's my brother, man. So I'm like, hey, man, you ain't never by yourself, you know what I'm saying? And so he was like, man, I want to get active, man. I want to get back here and show him, you know, that we still, you know, we still going. And I say, and he wanted me to come, you know, get down with him and, you know what I'm saying, and manage him and do this and do that, you know, and I say, well, man, let's start the label, man, you know what I'm saying? And we was about to change the name and do all of that, but Real was like, nah, let's keep it, let's go Do For Self Records, man. Let's keep this thing going, man, keep this name alive, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, you know, and so we kept the name and we stuck with it, and then I brought in Jamar. And Jamar just been pounding out them projects, man. But the first one we did was called The Pacifier with E Real, and it was before the internet and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Before the internet was popping, you know, we had The Pacifier we dropped, and you know, we was out there, you know what I'm saying, hustling that, and I had E Real doing shows and this and that. And then when J-Mark came, you know, it really just kind of took the back seat, kind of, you know what I'm saying, and just been giving J-Mark, you know, hella knowledge and game, and me too. And then, you know, me and Jay started running, you know what I'm saying? And, you know.
Let me ask you this a quick question. One of our flagship labels out here that actually had something behind it, you know?
Yeah.
Quickly, and we could go on with this forever, but what makes a good manager? What are 2 traits that an artist should be like, this is a good manager?
Man. Dang.
Just 2 things. There's so many more, but I mean, what are 2 things essentials that an artist is like, you got a good manager, man. You got somebody representing.
Well, you know, I want to say somebody that's honest and trustworthy, you know, for one, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you know, you can't be a good manager, don't nobody trust you, you know. And I know trust is that's a cold word because it's hard out here, you know what I'm saying? But you know, but somebody that do exactly what they say they gonna do, you know, who live by their word, you know what I'm saying? That's to me, that's one of the traits of a good manager, somebody that's gonna do exactly what they say they gonna do. And then, you know, another one is somebody that go out there and try to put in the work, you know, that really try to, you know, get their artists opportunities. But at the same time, you know, the artist got to give the manager something to manage, you know, so to speak. Because a manager, you know, if you look at it, sometimes, well, a lot of times, a manager they managing things that's going on that the artist can't manage for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a whole bunch of things that they artists have to do is on their plate. Yeah, and the manager kind of help those things get organized and put things in place and do that. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I just, you know, truthfully, I wear the manager hat, but I wear a whole bunch of hats, and I kind of fell into this manager hat. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, we you know, Do For Self didn't have a manager on the team and this and that, you know. So, I mean, I find myself doing a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a, you know, I don't want to say one-man band, but, you know what I'm saying, it's, you know, whatever it calls for us to go out here and get the bag, secure the bag, you know what I'm saying? We trying to do it. And create awareness, too. And, you know, I mean, just, it's a lot that go into, you know, being, so I say trustworthy, being honest, and somebody that stick by their word and do what they say they're going to do. And somebody that go out there and really try to create opportunities and also make sure that, you know, the opportunities that are present, that wasn't created, is taken care of and you know, did right by everybody, you know.
No doubt.
Yeah.
My man Mark Matthews in the building. Do For Self Records. We're glad you joined us again, and you got to come back anyway because we got more conversations to have. Everybody's welcome back. You know, I don't know when Zeus is gonna be.
I'll be back in June.
Okay, he's gonna be back in June. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into this track by J-Mar. And I know he had the Cognac Lounge. Cognac Lounge.
Yeah.
What we getting into?
Let me see, man. I mean, let's do this. Let's do this all night, man. Let's do all night, man.
All night.
You know what I'm saying? All night. You know what I'm saying? Because he shot me out in that song because you know I'll be grinding all night. You know what I'm saying? You know, he shot me out on one of my hustle spots where I used to get it in at. You know.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And if I'm hurting, I'll still go back there.
Yeah. 39.3.
Yeah.
In studio, Mark Matthews. Check him out. Big time manager here, making things happen. KEXP, KBCS in Bellevue, KSVR up in Mount Vernon, KUGS in Bellingham. These stations will play your music, but I don't see you approaching them. So, you know, we're glad we got artists who are right from the Puget Sound in the studio and playing their music, and that's a real thing. So I say that because we need this kind of scenery. We need everybody in the studio, everybody listening, to support these stations, because these are the stations that end up disappearing. People's like, what happened to K-Toy? What happened to K-Fox? You know, what happened to... And now Cube 93 is gone too, right?
Yeah, I know. And that 104.9.
That's gone too, right?
Yeah, that's gone too,
Already.
man. So, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just a little note I'd like to make, because that's a real thing. We're in the mix, and We got a big show on Tuesday night in Seattle.
Yeah,
Tell
man.
us about it. What's going on?
Puget Sound Live, man. You know what I'm saying? PSL, Puget Sound Live, man. We got Zeus Rebel Waters in the building. Jay Martyr Sick, Louis King, 3-in-1. You know what I'm saying? Black Senate. You know, it's about to be dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Lil Gang, you know, man.
This is a series you've been doing, Mark.
Yeah.
You do for self. You've been hosting the Puget Sound Live series. What is this about?
Man, the Puget Sound Live series is, Puget Sound Live is just, do for self trying to give artists a platform to showcase their talent, man. You know what I'm saying? There's not enough venues, and, these venues ain't really, trying to give artists an opportunity to get out there and get in front of these crowds and showcase their talent to either build a fan base up. So, Puget Sound Live is giving artists a platform so they can showcase their talent, build their fan base up, let people know about their music. Because a lot of times, people don't even hear these artists' music until they perform. You know what I'm saying? So, this gives them a chance to perform they song and build up their fan base and all of that, give them a platform to do their thing because, hip hop, we need that. It started with people partying and doing their thing and, you know what I'm saying? And so, we need that because we don't have no place for these underground to go there and rock out and just do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no place for us. So I'm trying to create that and bring that back to the region. You know what I'm saying? We used to have the contours and this, that, and the other, but it ain't no more. You know what I'm saying? You remember the contour lounge? You know what I'm saying? My man Savvy used to have the contour lounge. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no contour. Yeah, Monday nights. Ain't no more contour lounge. Where they gonna go if they want to get down and do their thing? You know what I'm saying? Man, Puget Sound Live, you know what I'm saying?
Who's on the bill? Give us details so people can support it if they're in the mix. If they can
man, if you could come on out there, man, we got 3-in-1, we got, Black Senate, Jay Moore, we got Zay from out of Yakima. He coming all the way from Yakima to rock with us, you know what I'm saying? JD Smooth gonna be in the building, you know what I'm saying? He do for self, you know what I'm saying? R&B guy, he say he the baddest singer this side of Mississippi, all that. And, all the way from St. Louis, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Zeus, Rebel Waters, Rucker Puff, man, man, I've been rocking with this guy for years, man. And, and shoot, man, so he here, you know what I'm saying? And man, shoot, he dope, you know what I'm saying? The show gonna be off the chain, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be off the chain, bro.
Tuesday night,
at the Crocodile,
downtown,
man. Yeah,
Seattle.
Yeah, and the show gonna be off the chain. Cause Jay Moore gonna rock that thing. I know Zeus gonna rock that thing. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody else that I got on the bill too. You know what I'm saying? Black Senate, they come from they gonna do their thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I got everybody. I know I do. You know what I'm saying?
Look, when we get off the mic, he's gonna be like, damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm pretty sure I got. That boy Young and C, man.
What about
Young and C? I got them coming. Yeah, Louis King. He coming from Bremerton, man. Young boy, man. He hard, man. He gonna do his thing too, man.
Still crippin' though.
Yeah. Yeah, he doing his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing, man. Yeah, for sure, man.
Okay, well, hey, Mark, we appreciate you coming on and doing Puget Sound Live. It's a real service.
Yeah.
And so keep on making that light shine for the independent artists.
For sure, man.
And tell them one more time how they can get with you for people who are interested in following Puget Sound Live and being part of it.
At Do For Self, man. Instagram, Do For Self, DU4, Self, SELF. Facebook, Do For Self, everything Do For Self, even Snapchat, Do For Self, DU4 SELF, Instagram, I say Instagram already, but YouTube, Do For Self, and also go to doforself.com. Go to doforself.com, sign up to my email list, man, so you'll know anytime we do something or what we got going on, it's going to keep you updated. You know what I'm saying? doforself.com, DU4 SELF.com. You know, everything do for self, man.
One of the real gentlemen and players in the game, my man, Mark Matthews. Appreciate you coming through.
100, man.
Right.
Appreciate you having me, man. DJ Lover J, man. You know what I'm saying? Live from our fire, you heard me?
And you know it. We're going to be right back on Chaos with my man, B.I. to G right after this. Keep it locked to Chaos 89.